Hi, this is your math teacher, Dema Mary Ayolu. We have mathematics today, and today our topic is comparing numbers up to 1 million. Comparing numbers up to 1 million. How to compare two numbers? How to compare two numbers? We use greater than, less than, or equal to signs to compare two numbers. So when you hear of greater than, your right hand, the hand you use to eat, okay, so your right hand greater than, then your left hand, okay, is less than, then the equal to sign, okay. So anytime you hear of greater than, your right hand should come into your mind, okay. Less than, your left hand should come into your mind, okay. So to compare two numbers, go through the following steps. We have 5 steps that will help us to compare two numbers, okay. So let's see the first step. Step 1, count the number of digits. The number having more digits is greater than the other with less digits. So when you count the numbers, okay, the number having the more digits, okay, is automatically greater than the one with the less digits. Let's look at examples. The first example, we have 74,976,473 and 5,923,382. So we have to count these numbers, okay, to see the number. So we are going to count it, okay. So let's count them. The 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 digits, okay, at the left side. Let's move on to the right side. We have 1, 2, the 9 is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, okay, 7. So we know we have 8 digits at the left side, then we have 7 digits at the right side. So automatically we know that the 8th digit is greater, okay, the 8th digit is greater than the 7 digits, okay. So 74,976,473 is greater than 5,923,382. Let's look at another example. We have 375,426 and 581,371,762. So we are going to count the digits again. So when we count the digits, we will see that the left hand side is having 7 digits, okay, and the right hand side is having 9 digits. So automatically, which digits is more? Which number is more? The 9 digits is more than the 7 digits. So 7 digits is less. So we are using our left hand. It's less than the 9 digits. Okay. So we will say the 6,375,426 is less than the 581,371,762. I hope you are clear with our first step. Let's move on. Step 2. If the two numbers have the same number of digits, arrange them on the place value chart. The next one, start comparing the digits from the greatest place or extreme left of the numbers. So anytime we do our comparisons, we start from the left, okay, on the place value chart. The number having the greater digit on the extreme left is greater. The number having the greater digit on the extreme left is greater. Now let's look at example. Example. Compare 67,301,561 and 53,835,834. We are using the place value chart. So let's see my place value chart. Good. On the place value chart, this column is ones. This is ones. And you move here, tens. Here, hundreds. Here, thousands. Here we have 10,000s. Here we have 100,000s. Then here, millions. And the last side is 10 millions. Okay, so I've put the digits at the appropriate place on the place value chart. Okay, I've put them there. So as we read previously, you have to compare the digits on the extreme left on the place value chart. So this side is my extreme left. So we are going to compare these two digits here. So the 6 and the 5. So we are using this. Okay. Now when you see on the table the 6 and the 5, automatically you know the greater number. Okay. You know the less number. Okay. Good. Compare the digits in the 10 millions place. That's what I just did. Yeah. Now, as you can see there, 6 is greater than 5. So, we are going to say that the 67,301,561 is greater than the 53,835,834. You see how easy it is? Good. Let's move on. Step 3. If the digits on the extreme left place of both numbers are the same, then compare the second digit from the left. Okay, so if the first one on the left place are the same, you move on to the second one, then you compare. The number having the greater digit in this place is greater. The number having the greater digit in this place is greater. Good. Let's continue and see example. Example. Compare 85,625,627 and 81,670,429. Still on the place value. So look at the way I've arranged mine on the place value chart. Good. So as we already know, we have our ones, we have our tens, we have our hundreds. Okay. Okay. So we have our ones. Okay. We have our ones, we have our tens, we have our hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, and 10 millions. And anytime you are writing your numbers on the place value chart, we always start writing them from the ones. We don't start from 10 millions. Okay, we start from the right side, then we continue to the left. Okay, we don't start from 10 millions, we start from ones. Okay, so now when you look at what we have here, the first digit on the left, we have 8 and 8. They are the same. So what are we supposed to do? We have to move forward. Good. So we have to move forward. So we are going to compare the next one. We have 5 and 1. Good. So as you can see, 5 is more than 1. So we'll say 5 is greater, right hand, than 1. Or we will say 1 is less than 5. Okay, good. So that's the explanation. Compare the digits in the 10,000 place. Since the 10,000 place has the same values, move on to the millions place, and that was what we did. Okay, so automatically 5 is greater than 1. So we know that 85,625,627 is greater. The right hand is greater than 81,670,429. That's good. Now we are done with this step, we are moving on to the next step. Woo! Okay, step 4. Let's see if the two digits from the extreme left of both numbers are the same. What are we going to do? Then we compare the third digit from the left of the number and so on. So when the third one, two, they are the same, you move on to the fourth one. If the fourth one, two are the same, you move on to the fifth one. So you continue like that, okay, to the end. Good. Let's look at example. Example. Compare 84,625,627 and 84,670,429. So we are going to put this digits on the place value chart. So I've arranged them nicely here from ones to 10 millions. Okay, from 1 to 10 million. So we are going to start our comparison from the left on the place value chart. That's the 10 millions column. Okay, so let's see. So from there we have 8 and 8. They are the same. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The next one we have 4 and 4. They are still the same. We are moving on. We have 6 and 6. They are still the same. Now let's move on to the next one and see. The next one we have 2 and 7. Woo! At long last. At long last. We have 2 and 7. So you will see that we have 2 there. The 2 there is less than 7 because the 2 is less. The 7 is more than the 2. So the 2 is less than the 7. Okay. Let's look at the explanation from the place value chart. The digits on the 10 millions, millions, 100,000s are the same. So we move on to the 10,000s. And when we got to the 10,000, we have our numbers for our comparisons there. So 2 is less than 7 from the chart. 2 is less than 7. So automatically we know that 84,625,627 is less than 84,670,429. Good. Now let's move on. That's step 5. Step 5 is our last step. If the two digits are the same, if the two digits are the same, we put equal sign. That's the equal sign there between them to show that they are the same. Okay, so when you compare from the beginning to the end and the digits there, they are all the same, we put equal sign between them. Okay, so for example, 58,370,852 is equals 58,370,852. We have come to the end of our lesson. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. You see that math is not difficult at all. Math is not difficult. So, I hope you are going to read ahead, okay? So that next week when I come your way, things will be more easier for you, okay? So, see you next week. Bye bye.